What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome, guys. I focus primarily on makeup, beauty, skincare with sprinkles of vlogs in there every now and again. So if these are things that interest you, please feel free, if you have not yet already done so, to click the subscriber button. And if you have, thank you for your support. Make sure to also hit that notification bell so that you are notified each and every time I upload, which tends to be 2 times a week. Okay, so with that being said, let's jump right into this video. So as you guys know, we're still in the month of September. We have approached the end of it. I'm still exercising no spend September, but that does not mean I have not been looking. We are going to get into some of the makeup releases that I am just super excited to actually purchase. Now for this look, I'm going to be using, yes, the Fenty Beauty. She is gone. That primer, I have used it. There is absolutely no more left. Aren't you guys proud of me? I finally threw it away. I used something to the very end and threw it away. Totally something that is hard to do when you're doing makeup and you're just collecting so many different products, but I did it. I did it. So because of that, I am using a new primer, not new to you guys, but new to me. And this one is by e.l.f. This is their Power Grip Primer. So I'm just going to apply a little bit to my face. There are some makeup releases that have come out, or they have previewed that they are coming out. A lot of holiday releases that are kind of giving us some spoilers of what it is that they will be bringing out for this holiday season. And there are just a few in general that I'm like, okay, bring it, because obviously there was a reason behind me not spending for September, and I fear I am about to make up for not spending in September. Okay, so that is on. It's a bit tacky. And now we're going to apply our foundation. The foundation I will be using, it's the original formula by Huda Beauty. This is their Faux Filter foundation. Mine is in the shade 500G or Mocha. So I tried to use this Power Grip yesterday with my foundation, and I guess I applied too much because I look like Sammy Sosa. I don't know what the hell I did. I do know, I think I was trying to use like my winter shade, and I have tanned tremendously this year, so it was just not working. So this time I applied less of the primer. I guess with this one, less is more. So let's see how this one comes out. So far so good. I think I'm looking about right, but we'll see as it goes on. So now that the foundation is on, I'm going to apply my concealers. First concealer is by Juvia's Place, I Am Magic, and this one is in the shade number 9. And I will be applying this to the areas that I wish to have a tad bit of highlight in, or at least some brightness, not highlight, but brightness. And now I will be applying, this is by Marc Jacobs. This is Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Concealer slash Foundation. They have discontinued this entire makeup line, which sucks. I really like this because it has caffeine in it, which is why it's called Extra Shot, and it helps to kind of draw some of the inflammation from up underneath my eyes. This is one that I tend to use if I have to like do my makeup super early in the morning. So when I found out that they discontinued it, just like the line itself, it bummed me out just a bit. But like I did with that Fenty Beauty, I'm going to use this till I can't use it anymore. And then once it's gone, I guess it's gone. And to blend in the concealer, I will be using a brush by Sephora. This is one of my old trusty rusties. This is their Pro Flawless Foundation brush. This one is, let's see, in the style number 56. But if you guys know me, I would use a brush for what I think it should be used for. So we're not blending out foundation using this brush, but we're still blending out, so same difference. And then I'm just taking some of the concealer that I am blending in, and I'm using that as my eyeshadow primer as well. Speaking of primers, that e.l.f. Power Grip, once you lay that stuff and you try and like blend out your foundation over it, it's a wrap. Like wherever you have laid down product, if you don't hurry up and blend it in, that Power Grip has a grip on your makeup. Let's just hope that it actually prevents any oil breakthroughs. Now, if it does that as well, that would be amazing. And to set my base, I will be using, this is by Bakerie. This is their flour powder in the shade Almond. And I will be applying it using a damp beauty blender. And to set my entire face, Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Purpose Complexion Pressed Powder in the shade Chai. And this is what we're looking like. And I'm just going to apply it using a pointed powder brush. This one is by e.l.f. And just kind of lightly sweep over the entire face, paying special attention to the areas that I did not put any setting powder on originally. I like a matte base. And I guess that's from like all the years of me like trying to use so many different products to combat a lot of the oil that I would have that would show up through my makeup, because I wasn't as properly rehearsed in proper like skincare regimens and things like that. But even after I got it like under wraps and now I don't have to worry about oil really or shine pretty much anymore, creature of habit, I still love a good matte base. I'm not one of those luminous girls or the dewy. Just give me matte. That's all I'm saying. Just give me matte. So I have that on. And the bronzer I will be using, this one is by Mented Cosmetics. It is in the name Yacht Life. And this is what it looks like. And I will be applying it using my Color Grain bronzer brush. I used to use a more wider brush, but I like the control that a brush this size gives me when I'm applying my bronzer. It's not so like all over the place. It's a little bit more controlled in terms of where I actually put it using a smaller brush. Because this is the brush I used to use, and this is a huge bronzing brush. Now just give me a tiny one. Let me kind of control the flow where I want it to go, and I'm all good. So now that we have that down, I'm going to not apply any more product, but use the pointed powder brush just to help set that bit of concealer that I was able to use on my eye space for our eye look. Speaking of which, eye looks. Now, I did just mention like I'm excited about the new holiday makeup releases, right? So apparently I did a good thing by withholding my funds in my pocketbook from spending throughout the month of September, because one of my absolute favorite makeup brands has just given us a sneak peek, a preview of what's to come for their holiday collection, which by the way is going to be available for pre-order this coming Friday, September 23rd, 2022. Just in case you guys are watching this like 3 years down the line, it's September 23rd, 2022. None other than Mcgrath herself. Oh my goodness. So she's bringing out a Mothership Mega palette along with some other goodies. My concentrate right now, my head is focused on the palette. This is why. All of us that I know of anyway, we love Mcgrath, but many people, and I get it, like many people just can't justify the price point, because for like 12 shades, her palette easily can cost you $125. But for her holiday palettes, she gives you 18 shades of mattes, pressed pigments, glitters, metallics, shimmer shades, 18. And it's usually priced, hopefully, fingers crossed this year is the same and inflation doesn't hit us, but they're usually priced under $100. It is the exact same quality as her more high-end priced palettes. So in honor of that, I had to go, because of course, no spend September, use what I have. I went into my vault and I pulled out her holiday palette from last year. just to give you guys a reference as to the quality, the size of the pans. If it's, you know, the same size as this palette, the one that she's bringing out for this year. But this one was called her Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey eyeshadow palette. With this one, 18 shades. You got 4 mattes, which you can use as transition shades, and then you got a host of metallics and shimmer shades and glitter shades. So this will be the palette that we're going to work from this evening. And of course, starting out using my Morphe M504, I am going to go in and I'm going to use this matte shade here, this shade here. So yes, let's finish talking. So I'm super excited that she is bringing out another holiday palette. I love these. I feel like you can use them all throughout the year. You know, they are marketed more or less as holiday palettes, but unless every time you swipe your brush in a product and apply it to your face, you're hearing Christmas carols, or there's some sort of reference to Christmas that is just like illuminated on your face. These, to me, they are 365 day a year products. I mean, that's just how I look at it. So I'm very excited that she is, you know, giving us another one. Now with this one, a lot of people were, you know, in comments of her saying how they were kind of over the glitters, over the metallics, that they wanted more mattes, you know, not just your 1 or 2 transitional matte shades. This one looks very promising. It's more colorful. It's not, you know, her traditional kind of rose gold, pink toned, purple gem toned, but this one actually has some variety in terms of matte shades, and they're bright. I saw one shade that I was like, oh, that's different for Pat, but I'm gonna love it. And it's like a green, almost like a aqua, like lime green, aqua green, so to speak, or at least from the picture that I saw, that's kind of, you know, the shade range it was giving me. But this one has like a really, and I'm just applying a little bit more of that same matte shade. Yeah, this one has a really interesting color story to me, but I'm here for it. And I have my pocketbook ready, so the moment that 12 midnight hit, if I get the text, because I do believe you had to like sign up for text notifications, the moment that it drops, now that I will stay up for. All that other hype beast sort of stuff, no, but Pat has the ability to sell out quick, especially with something like this. So I will be up. And now I'm going to use this dark brown matte shade, also applying using my Morphe M504 brush. And I'm going to apply it to the outer, I mean, look at that. Do you guys see that? I literally tap, tap, boom. Look at that. And I'm going to bring it up. Let's try and utilize as much of this hooded eye space as I possibly can. Just dabbing off some of the excess, because as we can see, we got a lot to work with. And I didn't even have to pack it. I literally just laid the dang on brush down on my eye. Like, that's how serious her pigments are. Now we're just blending. Blending, blending, blending. And now moving on, I'm going to apply this shade here. This one is called Noir Moon. And I'm going to apply that using a Morphe M224 brush. This shade, guys, this shade is so freaking pretty. Oh, that is gorgeous. I mean, little to no fallout, even using something such as a glitter shade. Oh, this is so pretty. And one thing I really like about her shadows, in terms of like her glitters, sometimes you can use like a glitter shade and it's cute, you know, it's given, but you can't apply another glitter shade to that one because then it becomes kind of muddy, and you know, the colors, you can't really differentiate between the two shades. They just kind of blend together. Not hers, not at all. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about in just a minute. That is like so pretty. Ugh. And I think I didn't give you guys the price point I paid for this one. So this one I got last year for her, you know, like holiday release, and it was $78. $78. And it's still going strong a whole year after. And I checked her website. I believe she actually still has this one in stock. I saw this one on the website earlier. So just saying, if you guys are interested, this one, I feel like if you're new to Pat or you want Pat, but you don't really see yourself paying, you know, the more high-end price point for just like 12 shades. I'm just saying, it's a good time of the year. And on to like other releases. So also, while I was kind of just skimming various sites today, I saw Huda Beauty. They showed their holiday release as well, their holiday collection, and I'm ready. I am so ready. I am making a Christmas list. I'm making a birthday wish list. Like I'm just here for it. And there's, let me see. So the name of Huda Beauty, it's called the Empowered Collection. And their tagline for it is here to remind you just how powerful you are. This is a collection to inspire you and to remind you that you are strong and powerful every time you use it. This one, they're actually releasing, it's launching October 3rd. It has a 18 shade palette, lashes, what's this, Legit Lashes, double-ended mascara, face gloss with gold shimmers just in time for the holidays. Also, their Wishful skincare line, Wishful eye lift and contour mask, and the ultimate lip kit with gold detail. That's another one. I'm excited about. I love both brands, and yeah, so they're gonna get my money. I'm just saying, it's gonna happen. So like, what do you guys think? Have, you know, any of you saw these new releases? Have you already put in like your bid in terms of what you're getting, or not so much? And here comes what I meant when I said that you can actually combine her shimmers or her glitters and get the same color payoff. So now I'm going to apply this one here, and this is called Corrupt Copper. I'm going to use the same Morphe M224 brush that was just cleaned off, and I'm going to apply this to my inner eye area. Just beautiful. And see, they play nicely together. And now moving on to my under eye area, I will be applying this shade here, which is called Nirvana. And I'm going to apply it using a Eco Tool smudge brush. I would just say, if you're going to use the same type of brush to apply this one, be careful. You definitely don't want to get glitter in your eye. Even though this one is formulated to use in your eye area, glitter still can irritate if it gets in your eye. So pretty. So moving on to our blush. Blush I will be using, it's by Mented Cosmetics, and this one is in the shade name Clay Too Much. This is what it looks like. I love this blush because it's very subtle, but it lets you know it's there. And moving on to our lips, first I will be applying MAC Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Chestnut. And on top, I will be applying, this is by Milani, this is their color Fetish lip line to soft matte. This one is in the shade Desire. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Off camera, I applied Ardell Wispy lashes. So what do we think? With Pat, you can never, ever go wrong. Ever go wrong. I'm so excited that I did buy the palette, the holiday palette last year, and I definitely will be buying the holiday palette for this year. and probably each year to come that she sells them. So let me know what you guys think. Have we started making our holiday makeup wish list? Are there any brands in particular that you have your eye on for their holiday releases? Let me know. Let's chat about it in the comments. Do you think that the holiday releases are more or less a marketing tool? For me, I know I do feel like when they release holiday palettes and holiday products, it's more or less marketing, but many times we tend to get more of a bang for our buck. So I love when they do those type of releases because I can kind of stock up on products that otherwise would be packaged different and sold at a different price point. But I mean, it's just my opinion. Let me know what you think, and as always, in the box below will be a list of every item that I use to achieve this mug for you guys this evening. And with that being said, guys, feel free to like, share, comment. If you have not yet subscribed, again, here is that opportunity. Make sure you take advantage of it if you like the content that you have seen thus far on my channel, because there is more to come, I assure you that. But guys, until next time, be safe, stay well, exercise, self-care. It is not a privilege, it is a necessity. And we shall chat again soon.